pulling another comment from my initial ancestor reading video because I actually finally have my ancestor oracle deck here in my hands. So for those of you guys who saw my other videos, you have been waiting patiently for this. My ancestor oracle deck is here. Finally, it is in my hands, and I have the fabric that I'm going to be making tarot bags out of for those of you guys who do order, since there is no box, there is no book. But when you order this deck, I do have a little write-up for you explaining how I created this deck, my intentions when working with this deck, ways for you to get started, things that I would have put in a book if I made a book, but just a little write-up, a little personal letter from me to you about this deck and how I hope it helps you, and how I personally work with it, how I intend it to be worked with, and how I hope it helps you in your facilitating of ancestor communication. So when we are talking about community, that's a very broad term, and sometimes community in the spiritual realm, at least I know in my cards specifically, community means people that you can reach out to, people that you can count on, people that you can talk to. And as spiritual workers, sometimes those people aren't actual people, right? Sometimes those people are spirits. So I call on the ancestors of my highest good for this reading, and I ask you to give me a message about community. What's holding us back in the community? What do we need to hear right now about pursuing community, finding our soul tribe? And these cards are not meant specifically to be answers. This is an 80 card deck made out of beautiful glossed linen, and these are meant to be kind of conversation cards. You'll notice some of them are advice, some of them are comments, some of them are questions, and the questions are not rhetorical. They are meant for you to sit with them and actually ask your spirits, what does this mean? What do you mean by that? Pull some more cards from another deck, pull some runes, journal about it. I like to think of these cards as writing prompts, because I'm personally a writer, so for me, I can see every single one of these messages as writing prompts and things that can be talked about. Okay. Wow. Some of these messages are not so nice, and that's on purpose because it's supposed to emanate talking to grandma, and sometimes grandma ain't so nice. I know my grandparents, as sweet and cute and adorable and old and wrinkly as they are, sometimes they're really fucking mean, okay? And this one says, you are being reckless with your impulsivity. Slow down or it will catch up to you. The one at the bottom that I just looked at says, are you being defensive or just cold in a situation? So for cards like this is meant for you to actually think about it, actually reflect on it. That's what the question cards are for, is actual, what situation am I being defensive in? How is me being defensive or cold in this situation working to my detriment? What can I do about it? What can I do? How can I work through that, right? How is this a pattern of mine? Things like that. Especially when we're talking about being reckless with impulsivity matched with defensiveness and being cold. And talking about it in terms of community, what we're doing wrong when trying to pursue community, or why we feel like we don't have community. It could also be that we are being a little bit stubborn with the community that we are given. Maybe we're not so willing to open up to conversation. Maybe when help is given to us, we're turning it away, or we're saying it's not the right kind of help, or these aren't the right kind of people, and we're not looking at the situation for what it is or what it could be. This one that flew out here says, are you satisfied with your marriage or partnership? Reflect on the good. Don't be so quick to throw it away. So this is also something that can be perceived as community, because partnership should be a big part of your community, right? Your partner. I don't mean you need a partner to have a community. I mean, if you are with a partner, they should be a very big part of your community, your support system, things like that. But your partner also opens you up to the community and support system that they have, right? Their family, their friends, people that they might know. And you might just write things off as they're talking to you about certain things or certain people or certain opportunities, just because you're having a bad day and you're comfortable with giving them that bad day because you guys are so used to each other. You're so comfortable with each other. I know sometimes for me personally, it's hard for me to hear my husband tell me about how he wants me to spend time with people, right? Hey, we should hang out with people more often. Hey, we should go. You want to fucking do something with my family? My family invited you somewhere, and I'm just kind of like, ugh, people, like, I understand when I am with them, when I do talk to them, everything's fine, right? There are no issues there. We don't have issues with each other. There's no tension. There's nothing wrong. There's no judgments. They're very loving people. I really love being around them. But it's me learning to get over the concept of talking to people, right? That's hard for me. Like getting over myself enough and getting out of my head. Because when I think of being around people, I think, I have to get showered. I have to put on clothes. I don't even know what to fucking wear. Nothing fits me right now because I'm 8 months pregnant. Do I just not shower and just go like this? Like my hair's fucking greasy. If I put my hair up, is everybody gonna be looking at me weird? Like, I don't know if I really want my kid to be there because she stresses me the fuck out sometimes. And, I want her to have these experiences with people, but like, I really don't want to deal with her right now, and then it's like, oh, there's drinking involved. I don't want to be around drink. You know what I mean? Like, there are way too many things in my head sometimes that keep me from actually being a part of the community. So, yeah, you lost yourself somewhere along the way. Only gray clouds remain. Find the sun. It can't rain forever. These cards they always hit me in the right way, and they always like hit me exactly how they're supposed to hit me. I had to stop me in my fucking sentence. You may be trapped in a cycle of your own logic, over communication, find balance in nature. To elaborate a little bit, yeah, that is something that they tell me often, is that when I'm overthinking a lot about everything, I get invited to do things outside sometimes, like, hey, let's go to the park, hey, let's go to the beach, hey, let's go to the fair. And it's for a reason, because they want me to say yes to those things, right? Like if it's in a bar, clearly I don't want to go. I have a kid, I'm pregnant, I have no reason to be at a bar. But if it's outside and it's a beautiful day and it's early in the morning and we're making these plans ahead of time, there is no reason for me to be complaining. I'm just complaining for the sake of being a pain in the ass, right? Great things are coming at you because you are going after them. It's already yours. Keep moving towards it. So, like I was saying, there's not really answers in these cards. There's not really an end to these cards, right? This is just meant to be you talking to your spirits however you want to talk to your spirits. They're meant to facilitate conversation. If you want to say, hey, Grandma, I need to talk to you about what this boy just did. I cannot believe what this boy just fucking said, right? I have learned lately, when I'm really fucking annoyed with my husband about something, to write about it first. Because 9 times out of 10, the things that I'm thinking and feeling are like real irrational and real crazy, and the way that I'm thinking them are real fucking crazy. Not because I'm a girl or anything, but it's because I'm very pregnant. So the things that come out of my mouth are like real mean for no reason, and I justify them and I back them up. And like him arguing with me about it pisses me off more, right? Like I get more heated because he's like defending himself, and I'm like, stop it, you're a man. Like, you know what I mean? So I've learned to start writing these things down. But if you're not a writer, you can also take it to the ancestors, right? We like to say take it to the altar. But if you don't have an altar, you can take it to the ancestors, talk to them about it. Hey, I'm feeling some type of way. He just said this to me, and I don't really know how I feel about that right now. Learn to honor yourself as you honor your relationships, and vice versa. You will begin to see the love in all of the relationships around you and understand your life in a new way. So that's good advice. I really like that, and I'm going to end the video on that one. I hope this helps with a little bit of clarity on my cards and what they're for. Again, it's an 80 card deck, messages front and back, so that no matter how you shuffle them, you're going to get the message that comes out the way it's supposed to. And I really hope that some of you guys are as stoked about this as I am, because it's been a lot of fun for me to use. So I hope that a couple of you are also excited.